Okay, so your current event project. If we copy paste our project from last year, grade 10s, is it current? No, right? Unless, not copy paste it, but unless you do something similar. Oh, I don't know, like Russia and Ukraine, that's still going on. The revolution in Iran, that's still going on, or the complications there. You know, the Taliban are still occupying Afghanistan. These are events that have continued since you were in grade 9, sadly, unfortunately. Okay. Most of you already know the basis of this assignment. It's to develop a better relationship with the news, right? Which now, due to Bill C-11, you know, maybe you'll have more trouble. Why are we chatting while I'm explaining? Not just you two, but back there as well. Maybe this class needs a seating plan. They're still talking, no way. Okay? So, this is to build your confidence and ability in understanding the news, being able to take information, synthesize it. All of this is skills you're going to need for high school, for writing essays. You know, we'll get into essay writing very soon here this week. Okay? Again, building familiarity and connection with current events, and I'll define that later. This year I changed it slightly. You know, I don't necessarily care if it's Canadian news or not. Okay. So if you want to talk about events going on in Canada, that's excellent, right? That relates to all of us a little bit more closely. If you want to just talk about events going on somewhere outside the world, wherever, do that as well. What I will add, it's not in there, you know, try to find something positive and uplifting. You know, the news is very depressing. So if you find a positive story, some bright news, and maybe you need to go to like, I don't know, a scientific journal to do that. You don't necessarily just need to go to a news media source. What's new in the world? What's going on, right? What's current? So finding a current event for your specified date, again, we'll have a staggered presentation system, so you'll all sign up in groups of 2 max, okay? Because remember kids, the third person in any group of 3 is useless, right? They don't do anything. Maybe they're unwanted if it's you, I don't know, right? So groups of 2, pick a date, we present on Wednesdays. You will be presenting in front of your peers. So you will stand here, right? This is the part where you shiver your timbers. You will stand here and you will present to your class whatever you have on the board. Okay. Your PowerPoint should cover these 5 W's at the minimum. You don't necessarily have to just structure it this way, but you should explain what happened in your event, where it took place, who was involved, when it occurred, and more, and to some extent, you know, why is this event happening? What is going on, right? Give us detailed information. Include a rationale, okay? There's 15 out of 50 marks. Okay, that's 30% of your grade on this is for having a rationale. Why should people know this news, right? So if you just go in, la-di-da, something happened in the world, 2 thumbs up and walk away, you're gonna get a bad grade because you don't have a rationale. But if you explain, hey, this event is relevant to us because of, right? And that's where you take the ideas in your head, you write them down on your slideshow, and then you speak them, right? It's a rationale. Okay. You must also have links and references as well. So whatever news articles you reference, if you went and did some background information, background learning. You know, I had some students that gave me excellent current event presentations. They went above and beyond. They had almost 15 links in there. You know, even if you just skim a paragraph of a piece of information, a website, throw that in there as a resource that you use, right? You don't have to use the whole document. Okay. There's no in-class time to do this project, right? It's ongoing. So you and your buddy, or if you want to go solo, you need to do this on your own, and you need to do it within the time frame of your presentation date. Okay. And again, we have a breakdown of how your marks will go. So content, slideshow, sources. Okay, do your slides have enough content in them, or is there too much? Right, you don't want to just give me a wall of text. Don't do that. Okay, try not to do that. Relevance. How relevant is the news? So if it's just some random, like, oh, some rapper got shot. Okay. That's not very relevant. We don't really care about that. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't make a difference. You know, rest in peace. You're probably going to get low relevance mark. Rationale. Did you properly explain why it matters? If you did that, you'll get a lot of marks. And then your presentation bit. That's kind of just the whole thing. And then, you know, your presentation in terms of how you present yourselves up here as well. Listen, grade 10s, I don't really care if you're stuttering and stumbling over your words, right? It's hard to speak in front of a group of people at times. But if you're up here, you're laughing, you're joking, you're not taking it seriously, you're not giving a proper presentation. Right, so you'll lose marks in that. So your presentation is more about, you know, are you actually taking this seriously as if you're presenting to your peers? If you're struggling, you're nervous, that's different. I'm not gonna go, oh, this kid was nervous. 0. I might for you now because you said I will. Okay, so that's the project there, and I'll show you some exemplars.